So this is the art of integrity. I just watched my recap video, and I just wanted to just double down on talking a little bit clearer. I have a real slur that I have, and I really try to put every ounce of muscle to make sure y'all understand where I'm coming from. And yes, so the art of integrity. Just think about Jesus' life. Jesus' life was very humbling. He literally, his whole mission was for him to die for us. That's what God stepped off the throne to become Jesus, and still Jesus being a man, and still him being God at the same time, which hence his omnipotence to literally just be like, I gotta go through this with y'all. I have to go through this with y'all. It's insane that his integrity points was just for him to die, just for us to have integrity on what we go through, just for we can so we can just feel. We can just feel. So God can feel where we're coming from. And he knows how we feel. He experienced it on earth. So in that, why do we make things so much harder? God lived the perfect life on earth. He lived a perfect life on earth. He knows exactly what we feel. Jesus knows exactly what we feel. So why can't we just trust the Lord and trust that everything that we go through, God has our back? He's the most purest form of integrity, Jesus. His whole weight, he carried the most heaviest weight of it all, the freaking world, bro. Every little bit. And we complain about Monday. That has to be the most weakest mindset ever. And we complain about it. We complain about Monday. Oh, we gotta go to this job. Or we gotta do that job. But you literally have the free will to change your life. Just go through a little bit of pain, a little bit of discipline, a little bit of pain, a little bit of discipline, just to get you out that hole. But we go and complain. Oh, it's Monday. I don't want to be here. I'm tired. They overworking me. I quit that job. I got better stuff to do. God has better plans for me because I trust. I believe God has something better for me. Now, how do you build integrity off that? You step off your comfort zone. I'm quitting my job. I never quit a job before. I either got fired or I had a second job. I'm stepping off. I gotta build my own schedule now. I gotta go off my own clock now. And I gotta have faith every single day while I do it. I'm stepping out my comfort zone. I'm trading on the charts. I never did that in my life. I never thought I would be doing that. I'm a business owner. I never thought I would be doing that. But you go through trials and tribulations every day to build those building blocks, right? To build that integrity. And people don't really realize that's what you gotta go through. It's no easy way out, bro. It's no easy way out at all. I wish it was. And some people do get them. But that's the people. That is the people that literally lose it in under a month, under a year, under 3 years, under 4. We go through integrity. We go through trials and tribulations because God sees that we have a bigger story on the board. We have a bigger, brighter story on the board. We may not be ready for that bigger and brighter story of the state that we in now. We have to go through something to really grow out of something. Think about the seed. When we plant a seed, it goes deep into something. It may take months, years, several years to sprout. But it can stay stagnant because we don't want to go through that storm. So now we just a seed slowly dying in the dirt. But once we start trusting God, once he start putting trials and tribulations in our air, in the atmosphere, we start growing. Then we start sprouting. Then you're like, okay, this is going to get easy. Now you're starting to bear fruit. Now you're giving people knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. There we go. Now, it's so hard. I understand. It is so hard. It is so hard to go through what we go through. Everybody has different levels of integrity. Everybody has different levels of trials. Some people can't handle those, but some people can. But once you realize some people go through what they go through, like, dang, that's look easy. I wish I can go through that. You putting somebody else in your own shoes, now you realizing, damn, my situation not really that hard. His situation is tough. Sometimes his situation might be good for you. That's how much connection God on this earth. Just to see. Just to understand where we're coming from. Because God went down from earth, came to earth, just to understand us. You know what I'm saying? So now look at this. Why can't we break out of those chains? We don't trust at all. Once you start trusting, once you start really be like, dang, I really got so much good. I really got a lot of good for myself going on. I can really do a lot of things. Once you start putting a little bit of work forth and not really putting so much pressure on yourself and realizing how far you really came, how much you really been through. And not think about the situations that came out of it, but think about what you got out of it. I'm like, dang, bro, I'm really tough. I'm really tough. Every situation you've been through, God literally got you out of that situation. And you don't even know it. God put blessings in our face every single day and we don't even know it. Everything I go through is a blessing. Me waking up is a blessing. Me waking up and just breathing is integrity. I can take a breath. A lot of people don't even want to breathe. A lot of people want to stay in bed. Think about it, you want to step out of bed. That's the first step of integrity. Like, damn, I can get up. We gotta literally start learning. We gotta start learning from God. Romans 11:8 said, hold on. I think that's what it is. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, where's Romans? That's Joby. Yeah, I'm really not good at finding Bible verses in the Bible. I'd rather go on the app. That's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Gospels. 11:3. Romans 11:3 says, nope, that's the wrong one. It's 5, verse 11. It says in chapter 5, Romans chapter 5, therefore, since we have been made right in God's sight by faith, we have peace with God because of what Jesus Christ our Lord has done for us. Because our faith, Christ has brought us into this place of undeserved privilege, where we now stand. We confidently. Okay, hold on, chat. Hold on. Let me read that over again. That was chopped. It says, Romans chapter 5 says, verse 1, therefore, since we have been made right in God's sight, by faith, we have peace with God because of what Jesus Christ our Lord has done for us. Because our faith, Christ has brought us into this place of undeserved privilege, where we now stand and we confidently, joyfully look for reward of sharing God's glory. That verse alone just shows how much integrity God has. Like, bro, I gotta literally just boom. I gotta get my son to y'all because y'all is not listening. Just looking at that verse right there just explains, like, dang, bro, I don't really go through that much bull crap. You know what I mean? It could be tough, but with faith alone, we can really go out and do a lot of things. But we just don't know how to step out of that. We so scared. We fear to step out of our comfort zone because we so comfortable here. Every spot I don't like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, bro, I gotta get out of here. But sometimes that rubber band effect, like, damn, I got out of there. What can I do now? God, please guide me. Give me wisdom and understanding to go through what I gotta go through. So, excuse my chop reading. I don't know what's going on here, but God gave me the glory. I can explain stuff very well, just a little bit. But yeah, I love y'all. I'm gone.